A lot of fans in Louisville that love to get in to see their Cardinals play, but don't have the opportunity at L&N Arena on campus, have made their way downtown to the Yum Center for this one. And we are underway in this opening round of the NCAA tournament. And right off the bat, it is the player we just highlighted, Callie Martin, the lefty for Wright State, to get the Raiders on the board.
And maybe not the way you drew up the first point of the game, but Martin finds a way to score.
17 times this year, Callie Martin has had 10 or more kills in a match. Behind the service line, another Louisville native, Ginny Westling for Wright State. And Westling with a good dig there. And another point to the Raiders. This time, Sam Ott, the senior from Ohio, with the kill.
And taking the right shot right away, going high hands off the Louisville block.
Two programs that are not that far away. Wright State located in Dayton, Ohio. And a vocal contingent of Raider fans have made their way south for this one. Making some noise right now, and they will continue to make noise. Riley Zagunis, a member of the Horizon League's all-freshman team, keeps the noise level high in the green-clad section of the KFC Yum Center. And now the Louisville fans starting to make some noise as well. Wright State on a 3-0 run to start this match, much like they did back on August 27th. Here's Iko Jones for Louisville, and that is an attack error, and it's 4-0 to Wright State. Jones, a member of the ACC's second team this year, for the fifth-year player for the Cardinals. A lot of eyebrows starting to raise around the arena as Wright State takes aim once again. Here's PK into, no, it is a point for Louisville. Thought that she hit that one down into the net watching it live. But Louisville on the board, courtesy of their middle blocker from South Dakota.
And Louisville needs to get both of their middles going early. PK has now gone out, and Kara Cressy is in the middle for the Cardinals.
Cressy, one of the most efficient players in the country. Ball goes over her head to Charity Looper. And Looper makes it 2 straight points for the Cardinals. Looper, the transfer from UCLA, who has been one of the biggest impact transfers in all of America. Named first team All-ACC this year. And you see her experience previously in the NCAA tournament with the Bruins. Here she is once more. Westling with another good dig. Ott with the swing for Wright State. Here's Cressy for the Cardinals to pull Louisville within 1. Kara Cressy entering play tonight, hitting .437 on this season. That is one of the top hitting percentages in the country. Can Louisville continue the run? They may just yet because of a terrific dig from Elena Scott. Was that touched? It was not. It is an attack error from Looper to end that Louisville run and give the 2-point cushion back to the Raiders.
And we've seen both offenses going with power early. Great swing from Zagunis out of the middle for Wright State.
Two programs and two teams that have a lot of NCAA tournament experience. Wright State's been in 4 NCAA tournaments going back to 2019. A perennial winner in the Horizon League. And they have another point to extend their lead back to 3.
Such a fast set from Katie Myers out to Ott at the pin, and Ott just connects with the ball and goes that long, deep corner.
Callie Martin will step behind the service line. 341 kills entering play tonight. Cressy with the swing for Louisville. And then the denial for the point.
I think we're seeing Louisville's game plan early as they're using middle a lot right out of the gates tonight.
Louisville finished in the middle of the pack in the ACC in terms of blocks, but it is something this program prides itself on. And it might yet play a big factor if they can make a run in this NCAA tournament as they have the last several years. Here's Iko Jones. Now Callie Martin. And Charity Looper And Looper has her game face on. A big game player for the Cardinals all year long.
Great set there from Ellie Glock. She was able to hold the block here as Kara Cressy went slide. You see Zigunis from Wright State bite with the slide, and Ellie Glock gets a one-on-one for Looper out at the pin.
Really terrific, entertaining pace to this one so far, and it will continue. Sam Ott returns the favor, this time from the Wright State left side.
Ott is hitting such a fast ball at the pin. She's just going hard and expecting Myers to put the ball right where she needs it.
Ott with over 250 kills on the season, after having well over 300 a year ago. Very productive player in her Wright State career. Cressy scores off hands.
Again, great work from Glock with Louisville waiting, hanging in the middle of that court and splitting DeBeer and Cressy in the offense and making the block choose.
So now Charity Looper will serve for the Cardinals. First time we've had a look at Megan Alders for Wright State. And Alders ultimately with the final touch. Couldn't keep it alive. Katie Meyer, the sensational center, in fact the Horizon League's center of the year, couldn't quite control that one defensively. Service error for Looper. Will return a point to Wright State and give the Raiders the lead once again. And now Andrea Bordelin, celebrating her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Andrea.
Has the serve here with her team up 1 in the first set against the second seed in this region, Louisville. And it's another point to Wright State on a rare attack error from Anna DeBeer.
But third attack error from Louisville as a team, and that's what's giving Wright State the advantage in this first set.
Bit awkward from Scott, and it forces Jones to set it over. Creates an opportunity for Wright State, which they take advantage of. The officials rule on the side of Louisville. And it's going to give Louisville a 1-point deficit as Aiden Bartlett comes in to serve for the Cardinals. Wesley may have just let that ball go. Instead, it's in play. We get our first joust of the evening, and PK wins it, drawing a roar from this pro-Louisville crowd. And brought the energy back into the building after that long break. But the energy won't stay on the side of Louisville for long. A service error from Bartlett, the second of the night for Louisville, gives Wright State the lead once again. So now Katie Meyer serves for Wright State. PK with the swing for the Cardinals. And that is just overhit off the hands of PK. It's an attack error. Another point to Wright State.
Louisville doing a great job passing. Ellie Glock doing a great job running the offense, but the hitting errors are killing Louisville right now.
They go to DeBeer here. Wright State goes down the middle, and it's too much for Aiko Jones to handle. And another point to the Raiders. That one hit on a line.
Aaliyah Byers is charging at Katie Myers right now, and great cross-body swing to avoid the block.
Off-speed shot from DeBeer. Martin gets the job done for the Raiders. Glock unable to react quickly enough for Louisville after that one was deflected. And it's a 4-point cushion now for Wright State, and Callie Martin making her presence felt.
Wright State doing a great job of running fast balls at the outside pin and the middle to open things up on the right side for Callie Martin.
Getting a good look there at Katie Meyer. Exploded for nearly 1,000 assists this year. She'll likely hit the 1,000 mark tonight. 989 entering play. Here's DeBeer. And Byers. And that's in. Aaliyah Byers, the sophomore from North Carolina. Well over 200 kills for her this season.
A good dig here, but the off-system ball leads to a great in-system ball from the Raiders, and Byers is able to go with that crossbody swing again.
Here's Iko Jones, sent back. She will set it for DeBeer, gets through a bunch of hands, and finds a piece of the court for Anna DeBeer's first kill tonight.
DeBeer hasn't gotten a good ball to put everything behind yet at the pin, but she's been very patient in delivering the ball where it needs to be.
12 double-doubles for Anna DeBeer this year. Service error, though, from her. Gives the point back to Wright State. And consecutive Conference Coach of the Year honor. Out of the timeout, Charity Looper the swing for Louisville. And then Iko Jones just misses the target once again. But for Wright State, Steph, that NCAA tournament experience is going to pay dividends in moments like this when you're on the road before a hostile crowd in a big environment. And it leads to players like Jenny Wesley making big plays like we just saw.
They knew exactly what to expect coming in here. They knew exactly what to expect in the tournament and playing Louisville.
Callie Martin is denied by a Louisville block. PK involved in it.
Callie Martin has an off-system swing here, so she has a set double block there and probably needs to take a little bit of a different shot there, either off or around the block.
Once again, Jones forced to set it over, creates an opportunity for Wright State, and they take advantage once again. Riley Zagunis, the freshman, comes through with another kill.
We've seen Wright State just doing everything well right now. They've hit all different shots from all different places on the court, running middle, running outside, and using Callie Martin on the right.
Zagunis hit 350 this year as a freshman. Louisville able to recover after that overpass. Martin. And Looper. Looper for Louisville.
Good dig and hustle play there, and Elena Scott's able to get the ball out to Looper. And then what you didn't see is Elena Scott also set the next ball to Looper for the kill.
Elena Scott, a terrific passer as a libero. Great effort from Iko Jones again, but once again Louisville succumbs to another Wright State kill. And the Raiders, from a Louisville perspective, are growing uncomfortably close to taking another opening set in a matchup between these two this year. Will history repeat itself just a few months later? Here's Looper. And Looper is starting to find that scoring touch for the Cardinals. She's leading the way for them with 4 kills now.
Now serving for Louisville, Charity Looper.
You see the numbers that she has put up this year. Capable of blowing up with high kill totals in the upper 20s. There's an overpass, and Kara Cressy crushes the ball down for another Louisville point.
Good serve here by Looper that drops and then just leads to an overpass as Martin has to dive to keep the ball alive.
Zagunis. DeBeer. Anna DeBeer for the Cardinals to pull them to within 2.
Zagunis did a great job there. Meyer's set was just a little bit off, and Zagunis took the ball to a spot that made the Cardinal defense have to work even on a broken play.
Anna DeBeer with a lot of NCAA tournament experience, as you saw, was a member of the all-tournament team a year ago as Louisville made a run all the way to the national title game under Danny Busboom Kelly's leadership. She'll be a bit frustrated with that number that is creeping higher and higher. 4 service errors now for the Cardinals.
And it's not just service errors from the Cardinals. I believe it's all the errors from the Cardinals, specifically serving and hitting.
Look at the effort flying around as Bordelin. Here's DeBeer for Louisville. A delicate touch from Anna DeBeer.
Great hustle here, good effort. And then DeBeer is able to see the court, see the opening, and get that ball down.
A veteran presence to go along with all of her talent, Anna DeBeer, and able to know what that moment called for. As you get a look at Briggy Petrenko, transferred in this year from Coastal Carolina, program that made the NCAA tournament this year. But she's here for the Louisville Cardinals, and the Cardinals score via the block here to pull within 1 and to force a timeout from Wright State.
And not hosting.
On the season total, 5 victories against ranked opponents for Louisville. Big part of that NCAA tournament resume. They've got a lot of work to do on their hands right now in the opening round of the Big Dance against Wright State. And that point will add to that labor that Louisville is looking at. A 2-point cushion now for the Raiders.
And Louisville's done a great job of hustle plays. They've kept them in this match, but then they just can't seem to finish a rally with errors starting to pile up.
The first match of the day in this part of the bracket here at the KFC Yum Center saw an unseeded Western Michigan team sweep Auburn, the 7th seed in the region. And Auburn, after taking some early punches, never had an answer. Right now, Wright State is landing all of the blows in this matchup. They've got an ace here to force Danny Busboom Kelly to take a timeout.
And well-deserved awards for a team that's come in with no fear tonight and really executed well.
Out of a break, Louisville goes to DeBeer, but Wright State up to the task. Here's a real opportunity for the Cardinals, though. Where does Glock go? She goes to DeBeer. And a great job by Ott defensively. And then Alders with the swing, but it's another block for Louisville. This has been maybe the area, Steph, where they've had their most success tonight, the Cardinals. That's their 5th block.
And the nice thing about blocking and being a good blocking team is that even when things don't seem to be going well, your touch on the ball doesn't seem great for swinging, blocking is always there.
That ball did not take a touch from a Louisville defender. And it's an attack error from Wright State. And you can hear the energy building in the crowd. They can see the worm turning in this opening set.
And a tough rotation here for Wright State with Martin stacked on the left side.
They still find her, though, and she's able to make a difference. Scores from the middle this time to give a 2-point lead back to Wright State. 3rd kill for Martin. And you see what's at stake for the winner of tonight's match. A very capable Western Michigan team. Here's DeBeer. Now Ott. And it's DeBeer again, this time with the left hand. And then she couldn't really wrap her hand around that ball. Third time that she was set for that point, course of her Louisville career.
I think a lot of that is Louisville just cleaning up their game right now. She's having to pick up a lot of garbage on the outside in tough situations. Louisville has been going to the middles when they have good passes, and the middles have finished, as we just saw there with PK on the slide. But when they haven't been able to be in system, awkward balls, all of those balls are the ones DeBeer gets to handle.
Which side will land the opening set? That question very much in the balance right now. Wright State with a head and shoulder lead to answer that question. And they are on the precipice of it. Just like on August 27th, Wright State has the opportunity to take the opening set against Louisville. A much favored, more heralded Louisville team and program. Where does Louisville go? They go to their veteran, Aiko Jones. First kill of the night for Jones. And that's it for the opening set. Maybe another upset brewing in Louisville. Continue to light up the score sheet. A little bit of anxiety in the Louisville faithful here at the KFC Yum Center. Can their Cardinals quell the anxiety, or can Wright State deepen it? It's Anna DeBeer once again. Here's Callie Martin. And that ball was behind Martin. She had to hit it flat-footed. Aiko Jones able to score off the block to get Louisville on the board first in set number 2.
Now serving for Louisville, this is Anna DeBeer.
Aiko Jones, with well over 1,000 kills for her career, has led this program in kills a season earlier in her career, has taken on a little bit of a different role the last couple of years. But still a very productive player, been around a long time as well. She has the touch. And then Scott to Looper. And it's another attack error from Louisville. If there's one area to point at, Steph, from the Cardinals' point of view as to why they are struggling so far tonight, it is errors.
And I think the most frustrating part about it is the Wright State team has 0 blocks right now, and Louisville is trying to work around that block and just making hitting errors by not keeping the ball in the court or challenging the block.
Well, it's not been hitting errors, it's been other miscues. Anna DeBeer usually very reliable in serve receive. So after scoring the first point of the set, Wright State has rattled off a pair. And Westling takes aim. Here's Looper. And wouldn't you know, another attacking error from the Cardinals. And Danny Busboom-Kelly waiting on her team to show the form that they are capable of. Let's go Raiders is the chant. Vastly outnumbered, but they're the louder section of fans right now, these Wright State fans. Point to Louisville, though. Attack error from Wright State, from Martin.
And that's what Wright State has to make sure they don't do, is bail Louisville out of some of these tough situations. They need to keep playing the really clean game that they played in set 1 and force Louisville to dig themselves out of their own rut.
For about the 3rd time so far, Jones has to set it over. Here's Ott. And again. But this time denied. Sent back by Louisville's block of Kara Cressy and Aiko Jones. The 6th block of the night for the Cardinals.
We talked about when that ball comes fast, that's one way to beat the block, but when you don't beat the block, it can end up coming fast and furious right back at you.
There's Zagunis. Down the middle. Riley Zagunis really caught the eye in the first meeting between these two sides. A very energetic and enthusiastic young player.
And that was the same type of cross-body shot we saw a couple times in Byers out of the middle as well. It seems to be that Wright State has found that as an opening to hit a cross-body to one of the Louisville's defense.
Zagunis off to a fabulous freshman season. Racked up 280+ kills this year. Nearly part of the denial was Zagunis. It's another joust, and it's another Wright State point. Cameron Hausler, the senior from Illinois, seldom seen in this match thus far, but comes in to make a difference, winning the joust. There's Cressy, the opposite middle.
And I like what Coach Green's doing here for the Raiders. He's just giving Katie Meyer a little bit of a break in that one rotation, putting in a blocking sub, trying to prolong the serve of Martin, and just giving Meyer a second to reset, as she's not always had the cleanest ball tonight. You've seen her giggle about it a couple times. And I think just giving her that second to reset her head will really help down the stretch.
There's an ace for Louisville to give them the lead from Aiko Jones. And would you believe it? Look at the dig from Scott, but it's ultimately going to result in a point for Wright State. Good effort from Elena Scott, but Ott gets credit for the kill to continue to lead the way for her team. Number 5 for her.
Serving for the Raiders, Sam Ott.
There's De Beer, and she is denied. Zagunis, the freshman, with the block.
A great discipline there from Zagunis. Ellie Glock is front row. De Beer's coming out of the back row, but Zagunis doesn't bite with the slide, stays disciplined, and is able to take care of the back row attack.
And Louisville returns the block in kind. Kara Cressy.
When things aren't going well offensively, Louisville really needs to focus on their block and keep getting those scrappy points from their defense.
Alders. Well handled by Bartlett. Here's De Beer again. Once more. Oh, phenomenal effort from Meyer. Look at this. Who will capture this point? Louisville does. Through Kara Cressy. Tremendous effort from both sides, but Cressy's kill brings the Louisville fans to their feet.
Great hustle play here from Katie Meyer, keeping that ball alive, but ultimately it led to the block and the overpass where Cressy was able to finish.
Oh, De Beer first times tonight we have seen her unload on a ball. And she's able to score. Anna DeVere hitting just .045 thus far. Oh, there's Meyer calling her own number, and with the left. The Horizon League Setter of the Year, showing her quality, not with the passing, but with her ability to score. Point back to Louisville on a service error. Gives the Cardinals a 2-point cushion. As Andrea Bordelin jogs past Travers Green onto the Wright State bench. Wright State has come into this one confident, took the first set, but the momentum feels like it's teetering very much in the favor of Louisville right now. Can the Raiders find an answer? They cannot. They went to Alders on the left. And like Louisville in the first set, attack errors starting to build up for Wright State. That's their 12th on the night. As CC Rush comes into the match to serve for Louisville. There's an overpass, and it's another Louisville kill.
And you can't come into a game knowing that you have to play perfect, but Wright State played almost perfect the first set, and we talked early in this set that they can't bail Louisville out of a match where Louisville's not playing well, and that's exactly what's happening right here. They're not making Louisville make plays, they're making errors that are scoring points for the Cardinals.
It's PK to add to the Louisville lead and this Louisville run. Louisville starting. And look where we are right now. Wright State took the opening set of this NCAA tournament match. But right now, Louisville starting to look more and more like the top 10 team that they were all season long. Can they continue to capitalize? They can out of the timeout on yet another error from Wright State in this set. And elsewhere, a potentially big upset. Texas A&M leading the defending national champs a set to none. We saw the first upset of the tournament here in Louisville earlier. That one just out of the reach of Anna DeVere.
That's what Wright State needs to do, though. That's the first time in a couple plays that they've returned the ball to the Louisville side of the net and tried to make them earn their point.
Point goes to Aaliyah Byers. We'll get some congratulations from Megan Alders behind her. Points to Wright State on a violation committed by PK of Louisville. Back-to-back points for the Raiders after momentum was clearly on the side of Louisville. Can they regain it, Wright State? Meyer with the service. It's PK once again, sent back by Alders.
And tough rotation here. PK's running the slide. Anna's on the outside. You see it's a single block over there for Alders, but she's able to press into the hole.
Third block of the night for Wright State. They were well behind in that category early on. Starting to fight their way back. Byers denied by a Louisville block.
Byers was on her way down on that swing and went across her body, but was just a little late to the ball.
Louisville with a size advantage in this match. Wright State's tallest players listed at 6'1". Louisville with players at 6'4" and 6'6", notably. And that's starting to show up a little bit in the blocking game. Here's Martin. Denied by her former high school teammate. And then Louisville scores from the right side against Wright State. And it's Aiko Jones.
Perfect timing. You just talked about the height advantage, which also a lot can lead to a touch advantage as far as how high you're touching. And Aiko Jones hasn't been super successful tonight, but what a smart play to just play above the block and put the ball down in the center of the court.
Aiko Jones listed at 6'2". Here's Anna DeVere. Into the hands of Byers. Now Martin. Jones again. Real chance for Wright State here. They go to Alders. Off the block. What a dig from Scott. Will it result? It does result in a Wright State point.
Great hustle there from Elena Scott to get that touch, and her teammates need to go with her when she's tracking down this ball. And when she touches that ball, they need to be right there to take that ball back over.
All her effort for naught. Because to your point, Steph, Ellie Glock, the nearest Cardinal, was about 10 yards away when Scott got a piece of the ball. Here's Aiko Jones. And she misses. Neither team particularly efficient thus far. Wright State sub 100, Louisville hitting 110. And it's an ace for the Raiders. That ball had some bend on it off the hand of Jenny Moret.
And
Quite a few of them have come in tonight.
And it's been great just for the theme of NCAA volleyball this year, of growing the game and the record crowds. And Louisville's been right there when they've been able to move matches to the Center.
Very important moment in this match right now out of the timeout, and Louisville seizing the moment with PK, another kill.
This is a great swing from PK, but I think this Wright State just has to say good swing there and move on. This is exactly what the Raiders need to do, is make the Cardinals earn their points down the stretch in this set.
You see PK making a huge impact in this match. Also with a huge impact is Callie Martin for the Raiders. Martin tied for the Wright State team lead with Ott. 5 kills apiece for those two. And now the block party continues for Wright State in this second set. Their fourth, all of them in this second set.
Fantastic job for the Raiders. They're staying disciplined. They know where that set's going, and they're right there setting up a quality block.
And they pulled it to within 1. Looked for a moment like Louisville would run away with this set several points ago. They still might yet win it. Charity Looper with the kill. She's been quiet of late after an early bright start. Her 5th kill.
And that was a good swing from Looper. Challenged the top of the block, but kept the ball in play.
Cressy, too much for Meyer to handle. And in fact, both middle blockers for Louisville are making a big difference on the night so far, where Anna DeVere isn't having the most efficient evening. Kara Cressy and PK are, particularly Cressy, hitting 600. As ever, always efficient. Ott. And look at the dig from the ACC Defensive Player of the Year, Elena Scott. Here's Zagunis.
And again with that crossbody shot from the 1 ball going to the right back, zone 1 of the Louisville defense.
4 kills for Zagunis. This set very much teetering in the balance right now. Martin. And overhit it.
Point, Cardinal. Wright State attacker. Now serving for Louisville, Aiko Jones.
mistake from Martin on the heels of that attack error. It's an Iko Jones ace on any given night.
And you could tell coming into this match early in set one that it was Louisville's game plan to score points with Cressy out of the middle. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster at the end of set one and beginning of this set, but if they can start getting her the ball again, they'll be able to finish set two.
It's Louisville by 4. And they are 4 points away from evening the match at a set apiece. Make it 3 points away, courtesy of Iko Jones. Iko Jones has spent her entire volleyball career playing in high-stakes matches here at Louisville and back in her native Jamaica. As Wright State pulls out the challenge card for the first time tonight. We've seen Louisville challenge a call. And Wright State challenging whether or not there was a net violation on that play.
Yeah, and it has to be earlier in the rally, obviously, because Wright State was the blocking team.
A lot of acknowledgement maybe from Cressy there. Here's the call. And it is overturned. Second correct challenge we've had from either head coach. This time Travers Green was correct to go to the green card. And an important point to overturn as well. Pulls Wright State to within 3. When they looked like the set was slipping from them. Louisville gets the point right back, though, with Charity Looper.
We've seen Looper's decision-making improving. She's not trying to hit around and avoid the block. The last couple of swings, she's gotten touches off the block of Meyer and been able to get the point, even though it may not make the highlight reel.
So we resume normal service, what we had a couple of moments ago. Louisville 3 points away from taking this second set. Meyer, well handled by Camden Schrand, the freshman for Louisville. She will get credit for the dig. And the plaudits from her teammates as well.
Cressy does a great job here of making herself available even without a good approach.
Meyer has to go scrambling to get that ball to Alders. Here's Cressy again. Kara Cressy's 9th kill. She is lifting Louisville nearly to a victory in this second set. Out of sorts, able to at least challenge Louisville defensively. And Anna DeBeer finishes the second set with a kill. Her 4th of the night. And that meeting by the exact same score, which they won this set.
And we did see Louisville starting to get some momentum as a team and play a little bit better volleyball at the end of set 2.
Oh, look at Iko Jones flying to the floor to save a point for now. Ott again. Here's Looper. And the third set picking up nicely between these two. DeBeer just has to bump set it over. Martin. Louisville says it was out of play without a touch. And that is the call. A point to Louisville to open the third set. And how about that dig from Iko Jones?
And I think when you're having a tough night, you have to rely on your defense, your effort, and your blocking. And that's exactly where Iko Jones is at this point in the match.
You see Louisville ended that second set with lots of momentum. And the temper is starting to build here in the KFC Yum Center. Travers Green just shown a yellow card on the bench for Wright State. You see him a shake of the head as he turns back to find his seat. What a kill for Ott. Wright State didn't look to be in sync offensively whatsoever, but she's still able to get a really good swing on it.
They were not in sync, but you put that ball up to the net somewhere, and Ott is going to come charging in to take a swing.
Dig from Wessling. And Ott, that ball bent into the back corner.
Perfectly placed ball from Ott. I think it was in the back square inside both sidelines.
And Wright State is taking the lead. If these first two sets taught us anything, it's that if you're watching this one, you need to buckle up. I think we're going to be in for a very competitive finish, regardless of who wins it ultimately. Another point to Wright State via a Louisville attack error. PK. Louisville's two middles are having themselves a nice night. PK's 6th kill paired with Kara Cressy in that position. 15 combined kills for the two of them.
And the question is, can they find enough opportunities to get them the ball to be able to win the set?
There's Ott again. She has been on target tonight.
And she is not holding back. Some of the toughest swings that we've seen in this match have been from Ott. She has a little bit unconventional of a rotation in her arm that is really giving the block for Louisville fit.
Not often you find hugely successful outside hitters that are listed at 5'9". But Sam Ott is that outside hitter. Continues to put on a display in this third set, closing in on double-figure kills.
And she's made great decisions, and we see the Wright State energy back from the first set that they lost a little bit in the second half of that second set.
Here's Ott once more. And it's another Sam Ott kill.
And the last two off-system balls from the Raiders, they are not avoiding that back block of Louisville. They are putting Ott right up tight to the net. You'll see Wessling force this ball over her shoulder right at the tape where Ott touches this ball.
5'9" going up against 6'6" and 6'2", and it was the 5'9" player that was able to emerge with the point. Here for Louisville, it's the 5'9" Charity Looper.
Good job from Louisville here to vary some things, get Looper an open net. But the one thing I loved at the end of this rally is that Wright State looked at each other and said, it's okay, next ball. And that's exactly the attitude they need to operate on to make Louisville earn points.
Just when you thought at the end of the second set that Louisville might find their flow. It's Wright State up by 4.
Yeah, it's still the errors and the untimely errors that are messing with the flow.
There's an untimely error from a Wright State perspective. And you can understand Ott trying to hit that ball with all her might because she's had so much success in this set. The service error gives the point back to Wright State.
Looper's 3rd serving error tonight.
There's Cressy. When Louisville has needed points, they found them, particularly through Kara Cressy, her 10th kill.
And again, Louisville just has to pass well enough, has to play defense well enough to make sure they can get Cressy and PK the ball, because that is the offense that is working this match.
Here's CC Rush. Alders off hands to score. Megan Alders, the grad student from Sagamore Hills, Ohio. First team All-Horizon League this year after registering nearly 360 kills. In fact, that last kill was her 360th of the season, all told. And another point to Wright State, this time via another attacking error from Louisville, and it's Anna DeBeer. DeBeer very uncharacteristically 5 kills on 29 swings. She'll have another opportunity here. Byers from the middle.
We've talked about Louisville needing to use their middles, but Wright State the same way. More middle attachment.
Low hitting percentages, though Wright State has found some efficiency in this third set. Many of those points coming from Sam Ott, who we saw there just for a brief moment. Can they keep the hitting percentage high? Will be one of the questions that they'll hope to answer over the remainder of this set. Still a long way to go, but they've got a 6-point lead right now. The Raiders do. And Camden Trend had an excellent position to watch that ball fall outside of the line for a Louisville point, and that attack error will drop that Wright State hitting percentage just a bit. So here's Ellie Glock, the setter for Louisville. 24 assists and 5 digs for her so far. Byers with a full swing. Hit on the line, but it missed by about a yard. It's Jones. Blocked by Alders. And another point to Wright State.
And we talked about Louisville needing to use their middles, and I think that was an opportunity for Glock to use PK in this situation. You see the middle was not ready to jump from Byers, and PK was ready and led to the solo block from Alders. Great block.
Alders has been a regular for this program over the last several years, hoping to lead her team to a huge upset over this Louisville program in her grad year. Anna DeBeer with the kill here for Louisville to pull it back within 4. Here's Ott. They'll give it to her again. And she scores again through the hands of the Louisville block. When you're hot, you're hot. And Sam Ott is scalding right now into double figures.
Exactly, a little miscommunication there between Myers and Wessling, and Wessling ended up taking that ball up, so everyone in the gym knew it was going to Ott, and she was still successful.
There's PK for Louisville. It's been the Sam Ott show in this set for Wright State, and for Louisville, the middles have been the story between PK and Cressy as those two exchange positions on the court. PK to the bench, Cressy on. And then Cressy immediately with an impact on the block of Zagunis. Building up quite the stat line, Kara Cressy. So too is Ott. Just keep feeding her the ball, because she will continue to score, or at least it feels that way right now. 12 kills for Ott, that's a game high.
And good set there from Meyer to get Ott a single block. Not that she needs it at the moment.
And then a terrific dig from Wessling. Louisville thought they had a point for sure. They'll go to Cressy again, and this time they do have the point.
And Wright State's doing everything right here. They have to make Louisville earn their points. Making Cressy take 2 swings to get her kill is going to pay off for Wright State in the long run. Great swing from Cressy.
And now Brigitte Petrenko on to serve for the Cardinals. An individual battle brewing between Cressy and Ott. Cressy was in position for the block, never got the opportunity.
Service return error by Wright State.
So Louisville, having trailed the vast majority of this set, pulls within 2 here. As Petrenko lines up an ace. A beauty.
Fantastic serve here from Petrenko, making the Wright State serve receive decide in or out and who's going to touch this ball. Since the second half of the second set, Louisville's really been picking on Martin in service.
Risen up the pecking order in college volleyball this year. And this quarter of the bracket will certainly show some of that with the top 2 seeds coming from the ACC in Pitt and Louisville. And out of the timeout, it's a Louisville point on an attack error to tie the set at 14. Reese Robbins, the freshman for Louisville, with a piece of that ball. Another piece there, but it's off of her hands to score for Wright State, and it's Sam Ott. Who else? Wright State back in front. Challenging serve from Ott. And then she does the job defensively. What can't she do out there? Alders into the chest of Scott. Wessling flying around. And ultimately it finishes with a miss hit from Alders for a Louisville point. Good defensive play from both teams, though.
We might have a lot of hitting errors in this match on both sides, so we're not getting any hitting highlights out of this match, but we're definitely making defensive highlight reels on both sides of the ball.
It has provided loads of entertainment, and more of it here from Aiden Bartlett. Louisville's 4th ace of this evening's proceedings. And for Aiden Bartlett, typically used in these kinds of situations, what a time for her to come on and have that kind of impact. There's another attack error, this time from Alders again. And it's Louisville now by 2. Travers Green disagrees.
Kill here from Wright State that we're not going to have would have been a big deal in the moment.
And after that long look, the call remains as it was. Wright State's challenge is unsuccessful.
And theme of the game, it goes down as another hitting error.
Wright State scoring off the Louisville block as Zagunis gets the kill. Wright State looking to pull off a huge upset here against Louisville, an advance in the NCAA tournament on their 4th recent appearance, dating since 2019. But they've gone to those 4 NCAAs. The 2019 trip was as an at-large team. They've won the Horizon League 3 times. this would be a program crowning moment if they can pull this off, Steph.
And you can really feel right now that the momentum is just kind of hanging right in the middle and for someone to pick up and take and win this third set right now.
And it's Byers to score for Wright State to pull them to within one.
And Ott has just been phenomenal. That was her serve receive that led to that in-system ball for Wright State.
Neither team is going to go quietly here at all. It's Reese Robbins, a young player who has a bright future for the Louisville Cardinals, but also a very bright present. Has contributed in big moments. Had a huge outing against Georgia Tech in the season finale for Louisville. Has her first kill of her NCAA tournament career right now. Louisville does well defensively. So too, though, does Ott with a diving dig. Here's Aiko Jones. A shot that she has displayed time and time again in this, her 5th year for the Louisville Cardinals. Aiko Jones, a heady play for the veteran.
And this is what veterans do. When they're not having a great night, they find a way to contribute.
And it's Louisville by 3. Can Wright State respond in time to salvage the set? They'll try to go to Alders. Was it touched? It was not. And Louisville starting to inch closer to a third set victory. And Louisville is going to continue to need her to perform because Sam Ott has not taken her foot off the accelerator for the Raiders of Wright State. 13 kills for her, hitting .333, not too shabby. Where does Wright State go out of the timeout? They go to Martin. Louisville goes to DeBeer, and it's a block for the Raiders. And it's Martin with the denial.
Martin hasn't been super successful swinging tonight. However, she's done a lot of the dirty work for this Wright State team. She's taken a lot of balls in serve receive and steps up with a big, timely block.
The Horizon League Player of the Year, making her presence felt at an important juncture. Here's PK. Chance for Louisville. This time it's DeBeer. Set over by Scott. Chance for Wright State. Martin. It's Ott. Block the dig. Ott again. Blocked. And listen to the roar of this Louisville crowd.
And again, the story is the blocking and the defense tonight. After this block, you'll see Aiden Bartlett come over and give Aiko Jones a huge hug. And that's the confidence and the excitement that these Cardinals need to show.
Also shows the close-knit nature of this Louisville team. A lot of players citing the family feeling around this program as part of the reasons that they've come here. And Louisville now on the cusp of taking a 2-1 lead. An ace, their 5th. And the second, I beg your pardon, the first for Anna DeBeer. Oh. Not the cleanest swing that Callie Martin has ever had, but it is a kill.
The ugliness of the swing and the contact is what made that ball very hard to dig, though.
Still, it's Louisville with a comfortable advantage for the moment. Aiko Jones adds to it and gives Louisville the opportunity to seal this set.
And Jones has done a fantastic, mature job of getting herself back in this match after a rough start and doing it with smart plays and blocking.
5 kills, 7 digs, 3 blocks for Jones. Ott able to find a way off the hands of the Louisville block.
Callie Martin to serve for Wright State. Set point Cardinals.
Still set point for Louisville. Jones, well dug by Wessling. And then Ott hits it into the antenna. And it's a Louisville victory. Case for 2 sets now that he's not found what he's looking for from his team.
I think his frustration could be if you keep Louisville to this hitting percentage, you want to be winning these sets.
His expression almost said it doesn't make sense. And right out of the gate in the 4th set, another good rally between these two. And ultimately, it is Byers that gets the kill. De Beer flung her right arm at it. Couldn't really grasp it.
And Byers goes up and shows tip right away here, but then goes with a deep tip, which is not what Anna De Beer read.
The ball from Looper was deflected. It's a point to Louisville and a kill for Charity. Looper was busy very early on, but like most of the players in this match, not having a picture of efficiency kind of night, hitting 143, but she's got 8 kills on 28 swings. So now Petrenko, already with an ace under her belt tonight. Looper again. Back-to-back kills for Charity Looper to start set 4.
And she's done a much better job when she's kept the ball in the court, challenging the block, working around, not necessarily going for the big power swing, but making Wright State play.
And it's a 3rd successive point for Louisville, this time via the 2nd ace of the night for Briggy Petrenko.
And we see them continuing to make Callie Martin work in serve receive.
This time Ott receives it. Martin with the swing. Cressy so too with a swing, but got it all wrong. One of the rare times that you'll see Kara Cressy commit an attack error.
And tough angle on the swing for Cressy, but I like the idea of trying to mix it up a little bit and score on 2. And she's had the hot hand for Louisville, so go for it.
There's Reese Robbins. Oh, what a pancake. And it's Ott pulling a terrific dig from Scott. Robbins off of Ott for the point.
I said it once last set, but we're not making offensive highlight reels for anybody tonight, but we are ripping off defensive highlights on both sides of the court.
Got 2 phenomenal liberos in this game. Wessling with over 600 digs, was in the top 15 in the country in dig totals. Elena Scott, the Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC. Well over 1,000 digs for her career. Point to Wright State here. And Wright State, one of the top 20 teams in the country in terms of total digs as a team. So perhaps it should be expected that we see some stellar defensive volleyball. You see there, nearly 17 digs a set. Another point to Wright State to pull it even at 4 apiece.
And to partner the hitting errors for Louisville with the digs from Wright State, it can get frustrating as a hitter to keep getting dug. And then you try to do more, you try to do something extra. And I think that's a little bit what we're seeing from both DeBeer and Looper, going for that sharp cross shot and missing, or going deep and missing the court because they're getting sick of getting dug.
There's another one nearly, but ultimately finishes for a Kara Cressy kill. There have not been very many swings, even ones that result in kills, that have been clean, straight to the floor kind of balls. These players have gotten a piece of almost everything.
And you can see based on the reaction in that replay that the goal is to touch that ball, and that's what she's thinking when she dives for the ball.
There's Jenny Morey there that got a piece of it defensively for Wright State. Here's Ott. Was it in play? It was not on the cross-court shot from Reese Robbins. That's not to say we haven't had our fair share of attack errors tonight. 47 combined between these two. But there has been a lot of really good defensive volleyball. There's some good defensive volleyball. It's a block for Louisville and Reese Robbins.
And Robbins is in the game to attack from the right side, but mostly to be a bigger block than her subbing counterpart right now, Ellie Glock, in the front row, and she did her job perfectly.
5-inch difference between Robbins and Glock in terms of height. Robbins at 6'5", Ellie Glock at 6 foot even. To your point, Steph, about the switch for those two. PK able to get it over. Here's Zagunis, sent back by PK. DeBeer finds the finish off of Wright State hands.
And perfect shot there from DeBeer. It ended up landing out of bounds, but had it not, her team was behind her to recycle that ball, use it again, and run offense, not trying to do too much, just making the right choices.
Hannah DeBeer with 12 double-doubles this season, and she's cooking one up right now. 7 kills and 9 digs. And a big scream of come on from Ott when she got into that huddle after that kill. Sensing maybe that this match is starting to slip from her team's grasp. She's been the leader on the score sheet now with 16 kills, trying to be the leader emotionally for this Wright State team with their season on the line. DeBeer again. Off of Martin.
Another smart shot from DeBeer. Not the power shot that she loves, not the quick ball, not the pretty ball, but the ball that scores a point.
Meyer denied by Looper. For Louisville, their 12th block.
I think this is actually a pretty good pass there from Martin, just not a great decision or timing from Meyer.
Add another to the Louisville total. And you can see the confidence starting to come back into the faces of the Cardinals and their fans as well. After dropping the opening set tonight. The lead is 4. Make it 3.
Service area by Louisville. Olivia Byers returns to the floor.
Louisville's doing the right things in getting points off of blocking, off of defense, off of the scrappy things when they're not having a good hitting night, but then they're still finding ways to let errors come back and stop their runs.
And it's PK. to restore the 4-point lead for Louisville. PK getting close to a double-double herself.
That would be quite impressive, with blocks being one of the stats in the double-double. She just found the gap there on a 31 ball.
What a swing from Alders, but De Beer there for it defensively for the Cardinals. Byers, she's been busy tonight as well. Now second on Wright State with 7 kills.
This has been a successful shot for her all night. Charge towards the setter and then turn that ball back to right back.
Jones. The highlights often are on full swings, big fastballs. But Aiko Jones has added that off-speed shot to her game and has used it with great success all season long.
And she's used it tonight after she started slow, and maybe hitting's just not working for her tonight. She still has really found ways to come back and contribute to the team.
Another block. And another highlight for Kara Cressy on a night where she is leading her team potentially to a first-round NCAA tournament victory.
Fantastic effort for both middles tonight.
And that's in. Another ace for Louisville. Their 7th. And another one for Briggy Petrenko as well. Third ace for Petrenko alone. Alders with the answer.
I think if Louisville's able to take a positive from the match tonight, it's goal.
Cressy.
And much needed from her team, and she has stepped up from the first ball of this match.
Allie Martin has a response from Wright State. She says, "Not so fast, we are not dead yet."
And I wouldn't be surprised if that's a play call that came from the Wright State coaching staff. That is the defensive hole for the Cardinals when Reese Robbins is playing front row as that blocking sub.
Zagunis sending Cressy back. And it's going to be a point to Wright State. On a net violation called against Louisville. And Danny Busboom-Kelly none too pleased to hear that call. He immediately pops off the bench and grabs her challenge card. Danny Busboom-Kelly has been correct on now both of her challenges. Look at that look. She says, "Of course you didn't touch the net. We all knew that."
So this will be a replayed point because the net violation call stopped that rally. So a point won't be awarded to either team.
So instead of a 4-point lead for Louisville, it's back to a 5-point lead for the moment. And it'll be Wright State to serve. They need a run if they want to keep their season alive. This might be the player to lead it. Not this time though. That ball not where Cressy wanted it. She's still able to get a piece of it though. And then Ott does what she's done all night long. She's not going to fire the swings at you, but she will find the gaps. And she does here for another kill, her 17th, a game high. Add in 10 digs for a double-double. Point to Louisville as that ball was touched on its way out. If you're Wright State, The opening set went absolutely as you dreamed it would have. With this match starting to get away from them, Steph, what is the feeling on that bench as Callie Martin tries to lead her team back in this set? What do you think is going through the minds of these Wright State players? Still with a lot of volleyball to be played, but the writing is starting to appear on the wall.
And I think the face of Coach Green between the third and fourth set kind of said it all. They've done a lot of things right. They've held Louisville to a low hitting percentage. They've worked really hard on defense. They've just had a couple untimely errors, a couple of situations that haven't worked in their favor, but they've kept.
It was not. Point remains a Louisville point. And the Cardinals now are 8 points away from advancing in the NCAA tournament yet again, as they work to get back to the national semifinals for what would be a third consecutive season. Travers Green up in arms, still in disagreement over the call. And now timeout, going to take Wright State going to take a timeout on the heels of that challenge, and perhaps Coach Green wanting to belabor the point a little bit further, give himself the opportunity to plead his case.
He was pointing to different cameras surrounding the gym, asking her if she looked from that angle.
Louisville with a 5-point lead in this fourth set. Time to remind you about the fifth set. That's the whip around coverage of the first and second rounds of this year's NCAA volleyball tournament. Streaming right now where you're watching this one on ESPN+. A lot of interesting scores from around the country that we've seen. Told you about Texas trailing a set to none to Texas A&M early on. We had an upset here on this floor with Western Michigan upending Auburn. We've seen Miami out of the ACC upend a seeded Northern Iowa program. Not to mention Baylor, an unseeded team, sweeping James Madison out of the tournament. It's been a very entertaining opening evening here in the Big Dance. And for Wright State, a bit of unfamiliar territory for a team that is very familiar with this late stage in the NCAAs. They've never played a 4-set match in the NCAA tournament. Louisville's been there a bunch. Can Wright State forge any kind of comeback? If they do, it starts on a lift violation called against Louisville's Ellie Glock.
And those are tough plays at the net. Glock did her best to get her feet there, but the ball was a little bit out of reach.
Sam Ott with 17 kills and 10 digs for a double-double. And there's Aiko Jones once again. A smile on her face as her teammates congratulate her.
And I think one thing to point out for Louisville tonight is it hasn't been a pretty match, but they've really taken a full team effort. We've seen great serve receive from Anna DeBeer, even though she's not hitting well. We've seen interesting, different kills from Aiko Jones, finding off-speed balls in different ways to score, and we've seen big production out of the middle.
It just goes to show one of the many difficulties of facing this Louisville team. They have so many players that can pick up the slack for others on a night like tonight when they've needed it. Really good rally right now. And ultimately, it'll finish with a point to Wright State on a net violation. But for Louisville, on a night when DeBeer hits 051 so far, Looper a little bit more like average, hitting 172. Well, those are your two outside hitters who have led you in scoring time and time and time again. And on a night when those two have not necessarily been up to their strengths, it's Kara Cressy leading the way, 12 for 20. PK with a strong night, 8 for 20, along with 9 blocks. A sensational output from her. This Louisville team has a lot of weapons. And you don't need to gift them any points like Samant just did.
And DeBeer and Looper carry a big part of the passing load for this team. So to their credit, Louisville's been able to use Cressy and Kong out of the middle, and that takes a pass to get there.
That's not to mention the contribution of the freshman Reese Robbins, 3 kills on 8 swings. Also has a pair of blocks. Another point to Louisville, and they are within 5 of closing this first round NCAA tournament match out and come from behind fashion. And another timeout called from the Wright State bench, hoping to prolong their season by a few more moments. And Travers Green perhaps hoping to find an answer, as are the Wright State fans.
And truly, for the first time in this match, you can start to feel it pulling away from Wright State and start to feel the momentum going to the Louisville.
They made quick work of Auburn in the tournament's first upset. Wright State making quick work of that point as they find Alders to score and pull the Raiders to within 5. Martin off hands. Cowley Martin is not going to go out of this match quietly. The graduate student playing in her hometown. The second Wright State player ever to be named Horizon League Player of the Year does not want to see this season end. But Kara Cressy has the opposite feeling.
And another fantastic serve receive from Anna DeBeer. Cressy's able to finish and get this kill, but that ball is right on Ellie Glack's head, which makes Kara Cressy's job easier. I can't say easy, but easier.
She makes it look easy from time to time.
It's not.
Point to Wright State. On a net violation called against Louisville. Wright State now hoping for something bordering the improbable, if not the unlikely, and that is a rally to earn them a 5th set. As Morey served. Says, never tell me the odds.
And she has been a bit of an unsung hero tonight. She kind of became the victim of matches across the board.
If you don't remember, next year's national championship game will be conducted right here at the KFC Yum Center. So there's going to be some important volleyball played here over the next year plus. Not the least of which the next few points in this match. Can Wright State continue their run and force a 5th, or will Louisville finish it off? They take a step towards finishing it, and it's Reese Robbins again. Her 4th kill for the true freshman from Mansfield, Texas.
Great swing out of the middle here on the 1 ball. But the best part of this play is Anna DeBeer really embracing serve receive and just being excited to help out her middles and do her part.
Hot. Wright State hanging on by a finger. Sam Ottfinger, to be more specific, with those 18 kills and 12 digs. One of 2 Wright State players with a double-double tonight. Callie Martin, the other, with 10 and 11. And it's the Louisville native Jenny Westling to serve. Petrenko to Robbins, not once, but twice. And the second time was the charm on this particular point. Invaluable experience for a young player that's going to have a big role to play for this program in years to come.
And this isn't extra time. This isn't extra minutes here. These are clutch plays, and they are going to the freshman.
Louisville 2 points away from completing the comeback. Nearly an ace from Cressy, but Westling did well. There's PK. And the 2 middles for Louisville come together with a hug.
The 2 middles don't get to be on the court very often together. This is the first time we've seen Cressy serving tonight, and she called everybody off and took that pass so she could nail it for her fellow middle.
The crowd on its feet. Louisville on the cusp of advancing to the second round of the NCAA tournament to face Western Michigan. But Riley Zagunis keeps Louisville waiting for at least another moment.
And you talked about the youth of this Raiders team. Zagunis is a great future for this Wright State out of the middle.
And we talk a lot about Reese Robbins and her bright future. Riley Zagunis likewise in green for the Raiders. Here is Robbins for Louisville. It's Ott for Wright State. It's out of play. It's an attack error, and it is a come-from-behind victory for the Louisville Cardinals here at the KFC Yum Center. And Louisville will advance to the second round to face the Western Michigan Broncos tomorrow night. Travers Green and Wright State, their championship season ends here.
And I think the Raiders have to be happy